Hollywood's golden couple, Jason Momoa, the larger-than-life action star, and Lisa Bonet, the effortlessly cool icon. For 16 years, their love story seemed unshakable until it wasn't. What really happened behind closed doors? Was it the pressure of fame, the distance, or was their love simply destined to fade? Truth behind their split is far deeper than what the headlines tell you, and once you see the real reasons, it all starts to make sense. This is what we'll be discussing in today's video. This is Zeph Scene. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet's relationship felt like a fairy tale, at least on the surface. Jason had been smitten with Lisa long before they even met. In interviews, he called her his childhood crush, the woman he dreamed of being with. And in 2005, that dream became a reality. They met at a jazz club through mutual friends, and from the moment Jason laid eyes on her, he knew. Lisa, 12 years his senior, was drawn to his energy, his charm, and his undeniable presence. Their connection was instant. For years, they seemed inseparable. Jason, the rising star with his rugged charm, and Lisa, the effortlessly cool actress with an air of mystery, complemented each other perfectly. They built a family, raising 2 children together, and for over a decade, they were the definition of relationship goals. But as with many Hollywood romances, cracks started to form beneath the surface. So what really went wrong? The truth is, their love story didn't fall apart overnight. It was a slow, gradual shift, one that neither of them could stop. The career divide. Jason Momoa's career skyrocketed in the 2010 Game of Thrones, made him a household name, and by the time he landed the role of Aquaman, he was a full-fledged A-list star. Hollywood was calling, and he had to answer. But success came with a price. Jason was constantly traveling, filming in different countries, promoting movies, attending endless industry events. His schedule was relentless. And Lisa, she was at home in Los Angeles, living a completely different life. Lisa had already been through the Hollywood chaos. She had seen it all, rising to fame as Denise Huxtable on The Cosby Show, starring in major films, navigating the industry's highs and lows. But at this point in her life, she didn't want the whirlwind anymore. She wanted stability, present, a quiet life in LA. Their paths were no longer aligned. Jason was chasing the peak of his career, while Lisa had already climbed that mountain and was ready to stay grounded. The long-distance strain. And when you're constantly in different places, it changes things. Distance doesn't just create physical separation, it creates emotional distance too. Sources close to the couple reveal that Lisa couldn't always pack up and follow Jason to his filming locations. She had her own commitments, her own priorities. And while they made it work for years, the constant time apart started taking its toll. Lisa was in LA raising their children, while Jason was in far-off locations for months at a time. Phone calls and FaceTime can only do so much. At some point, it starts to feel like you're living separate lives. And that's exactly what happened. Personal growth in opposite directions. There's a moment in every relationship where you realize, are we still growing together or are we growing apart? Jason and Lisa weren't the same people they were when they first met. Jason, once the free-spirited young actor just trying to make it, was now a global superstar with endless demands. Lisa, once part of Hollywood's fast-pouring scene, had embraced a life of mindfulness, spirituality, and introspection. It wasn't about love fading. It was about evolution. 2 people changing in ways that no longer fit together. Lisa once said in an interview that she values authenticity above all else, and when a relationship no longer feels true to who you are, holding on becomes harder than letting go. By the time they announced their split in 2022, the decision had already been made long ago. According to court documents, they had actually been separated since October 2020, more than a year before they told the public. Their breakup wasn't messy. There were no dramatic fights, no bitter disputes. In fact, it was one of the most amicable splits Hollywood had seen. Lisa filed for divorce in January 2024, and it was finalized almost immediately. No legal battles, no financial disputes. They had already agreed on how to split their assets, and most importantly, they prioritized their 2 children, ensuring a smooth transition for their family. There was no animosity, just 2 people who loved each other, but knew they couldn't walk the same path anymore. So where are they now? Jason has embraced his newfound single life, but he's not alone. He's now dating actress Adria Arjona, known for her roles in Hitman and Father of the Bride. The 2 have been spotted together, and Jason seems to be moving forward with someone new. Lisa, on the other hand, remains focused on her family. She has always been a deeply private person, and after 2 high-profile relationships, first with Lenny Kravitz and then Jason, she seems to be embracing a quieter chapter of her life. Despite their split, there's no bad blood between them. Jason and Lisa will always be connected through their children, and if their breakup showed us anything, it's that love doesn't have to end in hate. Sometimes it just ends. Looking back, was their breakup inevitable, or could they have made it work? Some say distance and career pressures were just excuses, that if 2 people truly want to be together, they'll find a way. Others believe that sometimes love alone isn't enough. One thing is certain, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet shared something real, a love story that, for a time, was as strong as any Hollywood romance. But even the strongest stories don't always get a perfect ending. What do you think? Was this just another casualty of fame, or was their split written in the stars all along?